let this go under. I could watch it rain for.
Hey lovies, to see how I achieve this look, please stick around for more. Hi lovies, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. We have hit 100 subscribers. It's about 105 subscribers, but yet I am grateful still. So today we're doing a quick install, or should I say quick install? It's just a beginner friendly install, because I am a beginner, I'm not a professional. I install wigs to the best of my ability, because I mostly buy customized wig, but when I don't, I'm just gonna have to do it myself. So today we're using Alipearl 35 bright body wave. It's a 14-inch, and let me just say that I am surprised by this wig. I am surprised because I didn't expect it to be so full of life. It was really bouncy, and it was just not what I was expecting. Like, I wasn't expecting the worst, but being that for the quality of wigs that I buy, it is really good. Like, it's my first time using it. I did not have to do much on it. I'm not good at plucking, and it didn't need much plucking, but I tried my best to kind of pluck it a little bit. As I said, it's not professional, it's just to create some natural hairline. And this was when the hair was dry, because I did wash it, because it had a little smell that I didn't really like. So I washed it a bit, washed it, conditioned it, leave it to air dry, and then I just blowed it out and let it blowed out the front and let it dry a little bit. And the thing that I'll be using the Got To Be Freeze It spray. The first one that you saw is finished. I'm using this one, my iron, to get that flatness from the hair. And this is the first time that I'm actually using a wrap strip. Normally I would use a cloth that comes with the packaging, but I decided to try this. So I'm just going to see how it goes. And this is the hair. It's not in its natural state anymore. Some of the curls are gone, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, where do I go from here? Because like I said, I'm a beginner. I'm very much new to this, and I hate this part of it because it's ugly. It's the worst part of it, to kind of get the cap down. It's a very uncomfortable process. Like, you don't want anybody just walking in on you, seeing you like this. Like, it is from scratch. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, if it's your first time seeing this, please do subscribe, tell others about it, subscribe. We're just beginning, and we have a long way to go, I know, but we're going to get it done. Okay, so this part was very tedious. You have to really take your time with this. I placed the glue along the hairline. That's what I did, and you can see that I still got past the hairline. So what I have to do is try to cut as much of the excess off and then go back in. Okay, so now I have to go in a bit and just try to get as much off as I possibly can. It's not the first time I'm doing this, but I don't try to be perfect with this, because I'm really just cutting away the layers that what didn't stick the first time. So I'm trying to get around the ear, and my natural hair goes, like the sideburns, they go down a little bit. So I tried to brush it in as much as I could, but it still went all the way down there, because that's my natural hairline. So I tried to follow my natural hairline as much, and then just went back in if I needed to. As you can see, I needed to, because it's it kind of started looking like a helmet, especially down to the hairline. But I don't mind, because I have patience. To make a wig, well, I didn't make the wig. To install a wig by yourself as a beginner, you're just basically watching YouTube, like trying to see what others do and trying to mimic that as best as you can, and just see what works. So I had to put the hair on before I applied any glue or anything. yeah, I had to take my AirPods out because at this point it was going to be unbugging. So right here I am just lining up the hair against my natural hairline to see where I need the wig to fall once I place the glue over it, because once you place the glue and you do all that fitting, it's kind of hard to go back and undo it. So I'm trying to get it fitted as best as I can. And I did not bleach the knots for this wig. I think I saw somebody bleach the knots, and I think it just made it a little bit more orange, because I'm just saying, like, probably I could add makeup to the cap or to the lace of the wig instead of going ahead and bleach it. Probably after seeing what this install comes out, I'll look at the cap, if it's giving scalp, like if it's okay, like, it at this point people know when it's a wig, you know but if it can be worn realistically, I'll just do that and just leave the bleaching part out of it, because as I said, I am a beginner and I've never bleached a wig cap before. So that in and of itself would have to be an experiment as well. Okay, so now I think I got it lined up, and as you can see, I'm still going in, still trying to get rid of the excess here before I decide to put the glue and seal the ends of the cap that I got. And I also got a cap, two caps in the wig bag, and a band, but I think that band is more, it's to put inside the wig. I think if you want to wear it as a glueless unit, I think it adds the reinforcement to the wig to kind of let it be a little more secure and snug. But I think you'll see it further up in the video that I think I used it as like a band to kind of hold on the hair at some point. I think I did, but we'll see. Okay, so this I could have really speed it up a bit, but I wanted to, I didn't want to shortchange anybody. I didn't want to shortchange myself, because these are videos that I'm going to go back to eventually and see my growth. So even though I speed up some parts of the video, I tried to not speed up everything, just to show it in details, because as I said before, I am nowhere near professional. I'm just winging it, really much winging it. I go back and forth, try to take away the excess lace, the excess stocking cap, just to make sure that it doesn't hang out. So now I can apply the wig, the glue, and the parts that were taken off, the excess cap that was cut away, I just used it to tie the back of it and tucked it in. Now I use the it's the black tube, got to be, I'll show you in a second. The black tube, it's less harsh than the one that's yellow. It dries a little bit clearer to me, and even though it's not as tacky as the yellow one, I still decided to go along. I always use the black one. If I need to do like a sleek ponytail, even with my own hair, I use this black one, because it does delivers a cleaner finish to me. It dries really clear. And I went in with the got to be fruity spray, because I wanted, because in the week, today, I think today that I'm doing it, it's actually a Wednesday or a Tuesday, but I'm going apple picking on the weekend. So I'm thinking that might as well just let it hold it down for a little while to take me there. But usually I want to just take the wig after 2 days. That's why I really try to get customized wigs and stuff like that, but trying something new is always good. All right, now that is out of the way, I can finally put the wig on again, and this time to lay it once and for all. So I'm still measuring it up, because I want it to go past the cap. And what I'll do is, with the comb, I'll use that to kind of like let it the lace, my skin, and the stocking cap kind of bond, because I added quite a few layers of freeze it spray and the glue. So I want that lace, not just the perimeters that you will see, but also that 1 inch of product. I want it to sit on there and kind of like be cemented a bit, and that will allow it to last a little longer. Even this part is tedious, so I want the lace to bond with it, and I'm going to like use a blow dryer after, because I think the hair, it like right here, I think the hair kind of lines up with the lace. Sorry, I meant with the stocking cap and my skin underneath it. So I'm just using the elastic band to kind of hold it down, so the ends don't ride up or peel up until it kind of sticks on its own. Listen, I give credit to all the professional wig makers. The way you lay everything from start to finish, like it's incredible, because you might see somebody doing like have a skill, and you have no idea how many practices they had and work they had to put in to get there until you start doing it yourself. So to the hairstylists, hairdressers, like my hat goes off to you, because I would not sit down and do this. I mean, I'm still getting practice to do it on my own, because I just want to, like, sometimes you want to go to the hairstylist and get that salon finish, but sometimes you really don't have the time and it's convenient to learn a new skill. Anyway, it's always good to learn something new. Right here, I think I was getting somewhere, you know, I think I was getting somewhere, and I could see that the hairline looked natural to me. It didn't look thick, like the dolly hair, like when you get like a mannequin wig, and that all around the perimeter it's just thick. I don't think it was given that. I mean, it could have been plucked a little bit more, but I have no expertise in plucking, and I didn't want to ruin the hair I just got. So I just decided to not try to over pluck it out, without getting a little bit of practice, probably on an older wig. And right here, I had to take it back off because it didn't measure up, and I realized that going further would not make the wig lay how I wanted it to. So I went back in and I got it to measure up perfectly. So I had to mousse the perimeters to get rid of that stiffness of the glue. So it worked out that it looks much better now. It's more aligned, like each side is equal, because I'm saying like it doesn't make sense to do one side shorter than the next, because I'm going to cut away this lace, and then when I'm going to reinstall it, it's not going to have the finish that I want, because it's not measured up perfectly. So I think it looks way better now. And don't worry about the whiteness around the edges, I can remove that with alcohol. And even though I did um try to measure it properly, the front of the hair was a bit jagged, so it wasn't flat. So what I'm going to do, and it's a learning experience, it's a learning moment right now, what I'm going to do is, even though I tried to, I still could have applied a little more, patience, to say, okay, lay the lace on the stocking cap and my skin in sections. I did half of one side first, and then the other half, but probably I should have did it in threes, like lay the front down to make sure that's flat, because that's the first thing people see, the front of the hair. So maybe I should have done that and then did another side, and then at the opposite side. But we could do that next time, because now what we learn. And I really have to give credit to myself for like being this patient, because I took a while. I think it took me uh 2 hours, close to 2 hours to get this done. But I kept going in because I wanted to make sure that the excess was cut away, but not all the way in, just in case I made mistakes, because I did. And even though this wig is coming out good, I'm still making mistakes. I'm still, while recording this, watching myself make mistakes. And sometimes it's fun to watch yourself make mistakes because you can pick up where exactly you need to make the best decision going forward. You can say, okay, that's what I did there. You can see your mistakes being done. So what I'm trying to do now is trying to cut away the hair tags at the side. And if you can see, there's a lot of redness around my skin because my skin is really sensitive. And that is just something that doesn't go away. It doesn't matter what, if I even lean on my lap with my elbows, when there's going to be like an imprint, you're gonna see that redness. It is what it is. So I went back in and tried to cut away the lace. So you still had to cut. And what I do when I'm cutting, I find that to be easy. What I did do is I don't try to cut too far in to the lace. I try to cut away as much but still leave a little space, so if there's any correction that is need to be made, it can be easily made, because it's better you cut off too little than too much, because once that lace is cut away, you cannot get it back. But you can always go back and cut away more if you need to. So don't worry if you cut too little, always go back, because you're gonna, as you can see, I'm always going back and forth. And just like I sealed the cap with the glue, it's the same thing you're going to have to do with the lace with the glue to kind of let it blend into the skin as much as it can, because it is, regardless of what people say, invisible lace, film lace, HD lace, I find that while it will look realistic, it will not ever, lace will never be invisible, and that's okay. You just want it to look good, you don't want it to look tacky. And I think these innovations with the different type of lace, it gets you to a place where it gets more realistic as possible to give you that natural looking look. So I hope you can see not much of the lace, even if you might see the outline, but what you do see is my skin and the color orange of the hair itself. So I think that's as real as it gets. You don't probably want anything more than that. And as you can look, this was helmeted down. Like, this was like a helmet, this was not going anywhere. The only way to get this off after it has reached this point of tugging on the hair and pulling is I find to like use mousse to kind of soften the front of the hairline, but you can also use condition and water to kind of soften the hairline as well as you can put some conditioner around it. If you don't have lace glue remover, you can, like, that's a home hack that you can do. This is also another learning experience, because I was trying to make baby hairs, and when I parted out the hair, I realized that the cap was showing and it looked a little orange, because I didn't remember to put makeup on it, because I wasn't sure how I was going to style the hair anyways. So to go do all of that and then you still don't do it, probably should have did, just for precaution. And I am parting out the hair to do some big barrel curls, and I'm not doing this to perfection because I'm not going anywhere right now. This is for the purpose of the video. And let me say, this wig, it holds the curls. Like, what I usually do when I am curling my hair, I apply a little freeze it spray to it to kind of get that mold, to let it mold with the heat. I find that to work. It's not gonna be too stiff. You still can comb it out, just don't add too much, or you can add a little before you curl the hair and a little bit after. And if you want it to last even longer, if you have prong clips, those little section clips, if when you curl the hair you want to hold them in place, you can do that. I didn't need to because I'm not going anywhere, but probably on the weekend when I do fix it up to go apple picking, I will try to do it from overnight. So I think it's Sunday that I'm going apple picking. So what I'm going to do is, and probably this video will be up before apple picking, just because it's been a long time I've been posting on Instagram saying that this video is out, it's coming out, that is. So I don't want to delay much longer because I have on my channel that I would release a video every Saturday. I don't know how much I can stick to every Saturday, but probably every other Saturday, because I want each of my videos to be like 20 minutes, well, 20 to 30 minutes long, 40 the longest, because it's hard to hold people's attention. And I get it, because for me to watch something for an hour, it has to be real interested and has a purpose. So I went, it looked at the front, I decided to go ahead with no baby hairs. As you can see here, I just decided to let it stay as it is. That on what, unedited, no, I don't know, I don't know what to call it, untouched. And it still looked realistic. I did some curls, and this is the look of it. Around the perimeters look a little bit shiny, and now I can see my skin really needs work on. But I've been having dairy a lot, even with my skincare treatment, and I know that's on me, because sometimes my skin will be really cleared, but I'm trouble with atopic dermatitis, which is eczema. It could be worse. It's kind of under control, but it's on me to just, treat my skin a little bit better. This is the look of the hair. I got it from Alipearl. I will link all that is needed to know about this hair in the description, the codes and links. If you have not yet liked this video, please to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate you watching. Please to subscribe, please to share, and in the comments you can drop comments where I could improve, and just to show your support, because I really appreciate it. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really hope you like this look, and look out for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, lovies. Bye for now.
That's all, folks.